gonna be the best day of my life. God is so good.
That's the thing about trying to film dogs. They always come over when you get low.
Where's the squirrel? The squirrel. Where's the squirrel? Let's go get him. Let's go get him. That little circle you did. Let's go get him. Come on. Good morning. Good morning, Duppy. Hey, boo. I can tell you one thing. I love dogs, but I don't get those people who letting their dog lick them in the mouth. Most of the resistance in life happens because we're attached to things that we've outgrown. Whether it's a person, business, a job, yourself, your attitude. Bruce Lee was like, you must be like water.
Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water.
Hi. Hey, you dropped it!
That's how you know you got a good shape. Follow the bubble. So did you get a smoothie after your rituals are done?
What's the kids' rituals?
Wake up, make the bed, brush your teeth, tell yourself who you are. Your morning affirmations. I am amazing. I'm a champion. May wisdom shine through me. May love grow within me. May strength penetrate me so that in me may arise a helper to humanity, a servant to all that is holy, selfless, and true. And so we do that now so that later they don't live in a world where they pattern themselves based off of what they think other people think they are because they've told themselves who they are 1,000 times.
Oh, no, we don't push that.
Anything that's on that table, I am baby testosterone.
It's raining? You say it's raining?
Raining!
Raining.
Who touched my foot? Who's under the table? Who's under the table? Why do I keep filming you under the table?
Your school clothes.
Hey, Mom, can you bring me to school?
Oh my God, I have a call right now.
Tell me what this is.
So, this is a baby coming in right here. This is also a new baby. But this one is a baby coming in, which means, especially when it comes from the top, that means the whole stem is healthy. Well, that stem, but it's connected to this stem as well. Did you change his diaper?
Turn it off.
Turn it on, but you need a, I don't have the wire. Okay. Scorpion.
I've never
Go
seen
get a
this.
cup. He almost got my foot. Can you go give me a piece of paper, please?
Look out!
That thing right there has a powerful sting. And the smaller ones are even worse than the bigger ones. My friend goes, you're gonna have to teach your kid about scorpions from the new house that we're moving to with 8 acres of land. And she was like, your kids are gonna have to learn about scorpions and snakes and stuff. I've never seen it. I'm gonna have to learn about scorpions. Well, the very next day, a live scorpion for the first time. This is called B12, special vitamin, give it to me. I'm gonna give them to the scorpion.
But to me, it'll sting really bad.
I like had a pass. It was like weird. 'Cause I was in France, and at the time, a lot of gangsters in France, they patterned their life off the gangsters in America. And because I was from New York, I had tattoos all over my body, they just automatically associated me with gangsters in America, and I played the role. I'm gonna be quite honest. People feared me because I was from big bad America and I had tattoos and I was a black guy, and I played the role. I did less working out in the gym, but more, I found a deck of cards. And whatever that number was, that's how many push-ups I would do. And when I first did it, it was difficult. I couldn't get through half a deck, because when you do Joker 21, and then 10, then King, and then you're like, yo, whatever. But then it got to a point where I could do a deck and a half, and my chest was like, my chesticles was like way out here. A lot of people respected me because I didn't like mess with anybody, and I was connected to some of the most dangerous people that was in prison, and they wanted connection with me because I was the American. I couldn't have been in a more perfect place because they wanted the association with the guy from America. But honestly, I ain't no damn thug.
How did you find your freedom in prison?
Yeah, that one was a trip. So I'm serving a 12-year prison sentence for smuggling drugs from one country to the next. See, when you're in prison, you don't function the same as when you're free. For the first 2 years, it was like I watched the clock. If you're ever just trying to go somewhere and then you watch the clock, it's a long time, so you gotta just like let go of the clock. I watched the clock for 2 years, so that felt like 15 years, and I was going crazy. So I was like, man, I gotta do something. What can I do in here that I wouldn't normally do out there? And I stopped using my right hand, my dominant hand. I started using my non-dominant hand, which I didn't even realize was exercising a different part of my brain. So it's like my brain was exploding open as I was just using parts of my body that was opening up. What I didn't know was opening up the circuitry in my body. During that time, I was memorizing all of my dreams, note perfect, writing them down, speaking fluent French. C'est très facile pour moi maintenant. I became fluent in Braille. I was reading books cover to cover in French. I was doing a bunch of things that I wouldn't normally do. I was singing one day, and then this inmate goes, man, every time you sing, it makes me feel free. I'm like, huh? But I'm singing and I feel good just singing, because I would sing throughout the halls. And so I just kept singing. I would draw portraits of other people's family members and give it to them. And they were like, man, it's just like, it was something about gifts that I had that I was just giving away and not thinking about getting anything in return, because it was me giving of the gift was in itself giving to me, because I was feeling free. And then there's a movie that came on called Shawshank Redemption, and the lead actor, Tim Robbins, said at one point, they can take anything they want away from me, but they can't take away my mind. The moment I heard that, I was like, I had this conscious interrupt, and I was like, wait a second, I know why I'm in prison. Because when I was free, I used to say I feel like I'm so far away from where I'm supposed to be, like I'm in prison inside of my own body, and I was so far away from where I was supposed to be in prison. I was like, well, if I can think myself into prison, well, in that case, I'm free. And every day I would say, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free. That was like a mantra before I knew what mantras were. And I'm like, I'm free, I'm free. And then a voice inside said, what would a free person do? And then that same voice goes, everything you used to love to do as a child. Motivating people, I was doing that when I was a little kid. Drawing, painting, and running. But I'm kind of doing it, but I'm not doing it with the intention of activating little Garen. So I just started doing that, and I was so free. I was no longer in prison because I was doing the things that I quit but long before I went to prison. When I felt free, there's a difference in fighting for freedom and actually feeling the frequency of freedom in your body. When I felt free, they called me into the office, and they had no reason to call me into the office. And they said, Jones, we retested the drugs. They had no reason to retest the drugs. They tested them already 3 times, and it was 6.2 kilos of heroin every single time. However, 2 years later, when I'm feeling free, they retest the drugs, and they said 90% was fake, and for the amount that was real, you've already done the time, you're free to go home. There's another world beyond whatever this is, because whatever that was, it had to do with feeling. And so I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years, traveling all over the world, been close to 100 countries, just trying to learn what was that powerful, that it could override something that was set in stone by another human. And now it made sense when Nikola Tesla said, you want to know the secret to the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And I was like, wait a second, I got energy, frequency, and vibration in me. So what is it about me? Consciousness, the divinity within, as above, so below, as within, so without. What is it about me that was that powerful that when I brought childlike wonder and joy and truth and authenticity and love and started forgiving and starting letting go of resentment and like really living as a truth specimen on this planet that had the universe wrap itself around who I am as a really powerful magnet.